This absolute disaster of a main event was brought to you by Wheatley, so good I drink it neatly. Well, let me cut the crap. It's the WC. Here with a WrestleMania main event, Rhodes versus Orton review. Okay? All right? Okay? Okay? Go ahead, drop a like. Go ahead, drop a comment. This did not go like I thought I was going to go, but it is what it is. Let me make sure that I set this up for the people that didn't watch it on ESPN. I know there's a lot of people out there. VPN, Netflix, okay, whatever. But McAfee gets, what do I call it? Like fat man splash through a table. And then he gets carted off in the beginning of the match, okay? Before the match even begins. All right, try to jump Rhodes. I guess this was a planned thing. I'm not going to picture it here. Only thing I'm going to do is go over the finish. And let me make sure that I tell people about this finish and how I'm just like, ugh. Let me make sure that the people understand that during this match, there was a whole bunch of speculation about Randy Orton being hurt. So, like, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I don't know if Meltzer is is an official source or not. He's not one of my sources. Somebody did tell me that Orton was dealing with something, but they said he should be able to make it through the match. All right, they told me something. I don't report everything, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal until you watch the match, because Orton wrestled this match like he was like severely hurt. Like he's like hurt to the point where he might not wrestle between now and Backlash until Backlash. Okay, I'm telling y'all right now, if he's gonna wrestle at Backlash, which it looks like it might not happen, right? He's probably not gonna wrestle in the next few weeks at all. That's how bad Randy Orton looked hurt in this match. All right. I just wanted to make sure I explain that. So he gets thumped to the face right here, and then you see little Nate right there. He's like, "Are you okay, Randy? Okay?" He clearly knew that he was about to RKO little Nate, and then little Nate gets RKO'd. So there's the opening for an outside interference, right? Randy goes for the low blow, okay, and then Cody goes for the low blow and actually hits it. All right. During this match, Cody embraced being a heel. I thought that this was basically going to be a double turn. It looked like they were wrestling a double turn. It didn't turn out to necessarily be a double turn. All right. They teased a double turn during this match. Orton basically looked like he was hurt the whole entire match, folks. It was bad. I mean, I'm not one of these people I think that like Meltzer and those guys are like complete source of what. Like I'm telling y'all, it looked like he was legit hurt. Y'all have to go watch that match back. It looked like he was struggling through the motions. I don't know if it was an act or not, but if that was acting, it was damn good acting, because he looked like he was finished. And Cody Rhodes stole basically every single Orton move. He did an RKO. He did a draping DDT. He did all that stuff. He wrestled like a heel in this match, and this is a heel move right here. Rhodes knows that the referee is down here. Randy catches Cody midair with an RKO. I mean, like he caught him a couple of times. McAfee comes down and he does a 1, 2, and Cody kicks out. And then Randy RKO's McAfee, which I'm pretty sure everybody in the building. I mean, McAfee got his ass whipped. I mean, it was what it was. We all knew it was going to come. And then after the RKO to McAfee, basically Randy Orton came over there. No, Cody Rhodes came over there, gave him a crossroads and wins and retains the championship. Similar to the finish at Elimination Chamber. Why did WWE run the finish back? Folks. But like, I mean, I think it's easy to take a crap on this. Is it easy? Is it easy for me to take a crap on this? Is it easy? I think it is. I think it is. Then Cody pins Orton to retain the championship. The crowd booed Rhodes. They cheered Randy no matter what. But the WWE did not book this match for it to be a double turn. Like, it's clear as day that they didn't intend for the match to be a double turn. If it was going to be a double turn, McAfee wouldn't have came back at all. For real. He wouldn't have came back. But, come on, folks. They could have done so much more with this. What this finish right here does is that it proves that this storyline did not need Pat at all. What they should have done is that they should have leaned into a double turn. If they were going to have Cody retain the championship, all right, which I predicted, by the way, right? If they were going to have him retain the championship, they should have done a double turn. Why is this so hard for the WWE to give the fans what they want? Like, the fans were indifferent. Like, after the whole stuff in the beginning with McAfee and Jelly Roll, right? The fans were indifferent about how to react after they noticed that Orton was hurt. They didn't know how to kind of take in the match. And then Cody started wrestling like a heel. He wrestled the majority of this match like a heel. But he's still being presented at the end of the match like he's a freaking babyface. So there's somebody in creative that doesn't know the symmetry of professional wrestling. It's either they know, but they're just being defiant and they're not giving us what we're asking for, right? They're not giving the crowds what they're asking for. It's not one of these things where it's a Jey Uso thing where the IWC hates him, but the in stadium reaction is something different. No. I think it's an undisputed thing where people are just kind of tired of the Bruce Wayne. Like, he came out and it was a Bruce Wayne presentation earlier. They're tired of this. Like I said, if there's anything that the McAfee thing does represent, is that people are sort of kind of tired of the direction of the way that the WWE is going and is being presented. That's something that's absolutely freaking true. It's just that it shouldn't be Pat McAfee saying it. You understand what I'm trying to say? And he shouldn't have been somebody that was involved in the storyline at all. They didn't need Pat McAfee to tell this freaking story. All they needed to do was book this match as a double turn. That's all they had to do. Orton was going to get cheered regardless. And then he was hurt in the middle of the match. It looked like he was hurt going into the match. They made allusion towards that. I'll keep bringing that up. But they did not let this freaking guy completely turn heel. He's still technically a face at the end of the match. Like, who in the hell wrote this? Why are they writing this shit? Like, why do they think that people like me are going to get on platforms like YouTube and say nothing? You understand what I'm trying to say? We talking about real world money. The show for the most part was fine. We talking about real world money being spent on this. And they're not telling the story properly. They're not telling it right. They're not telling it in a way in which we could kind of get behind it. And then they can swerve us. Like, they're being defiant. Whoever in the hell is writing this is being defiant. They're not giving the crowd what they want. They want to boo Cody. They want to cheer Orton. They did not do it. They could have done it Bret Hart style and Stone Cold style. They could have did it the exact same way. They did not freaking pull the trigger. Now you got Cody Rhodes at the end of the match, and he's literally the same guy that he was before after wrestling the whole damn match as a heel. Like, what do people expect for me to say? Like, and why do they expect for me not to say nothing? Why do they refer to you as some type of a mark or some type of outsider of the inside? What is it? Outside of the inside of the wrestling business? Like, you can't figure out what the hell's going on. I knew the page was going to come back. I didn't want to spoil it. All right, didn't post it. Didn't do none of that stuff. I knew that Orton was hurt. Didn't want to say nothing. Didn't want to post it. There was rumors of McMahon coming out. Didn't happen. All right, fine. But like, why are they not? Why are they not telling the whole entire story here? Why they need to put McAfee into this? It didn't need to happen. It didn't need to happen, folks. But that's not over. Orton takes the belt, knocks the hell out of Cody with it, gets into punt formation, and kicks Cody's head off. Basically. This right here got cheered. This right here got cheered. This got cheered, folks. So why? Why? Why didn't they do a double turn? Why? Was this a heel move? Sure. Sure, folks, yeah. But they're not reading the room. TKO is not reading the room. Whoever's running creative is not reading the room. They're not reading the room, folks. They're not reading it. The writing was on the wall that Cody was not going to lose the championship because of the way that he lost to Cena last year. Okay? They're not going to book that twice in a row. It was the same thing that they did with Gunther. They booked Gunther to look weak 2 WrestleManias in a row after making him look like a beast in 39, and they weren't going to do him 3 years in a row like that. They don't book that way. So through logical booking, they could have booked this better. But I guess that they feel as though they're giving people what they want. He got punted in the head. Now, if they're doing the sell job with the punt, he should be off of TV for a few weeks. I mean, he should be off. McAfee, McAfee said if Orton didn't win, then he was gone. So I guess I don't know if that's going to be honored or not. But clearly, this is not the end of the feud. It's probably clear as day that McAfee is not going to be like gone. I'd expect for him to still be involved in some type of way, right? But I just didn't like this finish. I didn't like the way that they told this story. I didn't like it. But they left the door open for there to be another match here or two. Backlash for sure. Is it going to be a rematch for the championship? Is it going to be an Iron Man match or a Last Man Standing match or something? I don't know. It might not be a Backlash. They might skip a pay-per-view and go to the next one after this. But let me know how you guys feel about this, man. Like, just watching this was upsetting because they're not listening to the crowds. They're not giving the crowds what they want. And sometimes, like, hell, you got to do that. Sometimes you got to ignore the room, but not like this. This is like so egregious. People want to cheer Orton. At the end of the night, he looks strong. He's holding the championship, but like Cody was essentially a heel the whole entire match. He got booed like he was supposed to get booed. Orton got cheered like he was supposed to get cheered, but it's just like they didn't turn. They didn't turn these guys, man. They didn't do a full-fledged turn. And like as a fan of this, like it's hard to stay interested in it. It really is. When you see that they're being so defiant. This is defiance from the WWE brass or TKO brass. They're being defiant. And this is not something that this is not a game that they should be playing with us, man. Like, I'll turn this shit off. For real. I really will. I'll turn this shit off. They're not going to tell stories properly. I'll turn it off. I really will. I won't cover it. I made sure I protected the business by not talking about Paige coming back. But this finish right here is a slap in the face to anybody that understands the symmetry of professional wrestling. I would have rather have them do 100 run-ins, right, than to do whatever they did in this match and not turn to both of these guys. They didn't turn these guys like they were supposed to, and it messed up the feng shui of the match. You had Rhodes posing with the championship after the match like he was a fucking face. Like after he wrestled like a heel. And then you have Orton, who essentially is the baby face, right? Acting like a heel at the end of the night. Why are they booking it this way? And like I said, why do they expect for people like me not to get on platforms like this and trash them? Why do they expect for people not to trash this? Just give the people what they freaking want. But it's the WC, man. I'm gone. Hopefully tomorrow night's pay-per-view finish will not be like this. I'm not necessarily expecting for The Rock to show up. He said that he was leaving town. Okay, fine. But they have to tell better freaking stories. This story is not good. And it didn't need McAfee at all. They didn't need him to tell this specific story. But I'm gone, man. Overall, night one was nice. It was okay. Paige coming back didn't spoil that. Gunther and Rollins was fine. Braun Breaker coming back. Bianca Belair is pregnant, so she definitely has a reason to not come back. Her and Naomi, right, both pregnant. IShow Speed did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Fatu did his thing. Matter of fact, the non-sanctioned match was not as gruesome as it could have been, should have been. Like this match was more gruesome than that. Like think about it. The non-sanctioned match was less gruesome than this match. And this match had blood and everything. Both of these guys bled. Stephanie Vaquera got robbed. It took the entire Judgment Day minus Dirty Dom in order to beat that girl. And she looked pretty good too. We was talking about professional wrestler bodies. Like she was great. But that's the rundown, man. That's the rundown of WrestleMania Night 1. And I'm just shaking my head. Somebody, listen, I'm damn near taking 20 something plus minutes to talk to y'all. Somebody at TKO is like they're self-sabotaging. They're self-sabotaging over there at the WWE right now. Somebody with sense has to step in. This main event should have been a double turn. It made no sense at the end of the night. They forced these guys back in directions that they probably shouldn't have went, just to tell a story that nobody gives a damn about. Man, I'm gone, man. What a shame. And until next time, you guys take care of yourselves and each other. And matter of fact, one more thing before I go. Michael Cole at the end of the pay-per-view, he's sitting here talking about these guys were brothers. These guys kicked each other. They tried to kick each other's in the dick. Like it's like the announcing was tone deaf too during this match. It's like what the. Let me get out of here before I'm here for another 10 minutes. Okay. Let me go. Let me go ahead and upload it.